If every single day you are customizing the product or the service, the experience of your customers, then it's going to cause a lot more time, energy, and budget, honestly, to fulfill on what you promised from your products and services. So what we're going to talk about today are 4 different areas that you can productize versus customize. And so that way, ultimately, you can serve more customers and you can grow your business even faster. So when it comes to successfully systemizing your business for success, you need to focus on 4 key areas. And these 4 areas consider the entire customer experience. So the 4 key areas are attract, enroll, deliver, and collect. Attract is all about attracting your perfect fit customers. This is all of your efforts in marketing and sales. So by the time you close someone or you start to enroll them, you get into the second phase of your business, that is enroll. Enroll is what you do to bring a new customer inside of your business. It may take a matter of seconds or a matter of weeks and months. Then after you enroll your paying customers, then you must deliver on what you promised them with your products and services. So you may be delivering services or maybe a product after they've purchased it on a sales page on your website. That process and that experience they go through is that phase of business. So the 4th area of your business, which considers all of these kind of packaged into one, and more of the administrative side of your business, is collect. Collect is all about collecting invoices or payments, but also collecting other areas of your operations that are essential for you to operate like a true business. So within each of these 4 areas, from attract, enroll, deliver to collect, you need to consider 3, what I'll call sub areas, and that is process, tools, and team. So in order to focus on these sub areas of process, tools, and people, let's first ask yourself and your business, when I attract my customers, what is the process I use? What are the tools I use? And then who are the people I use? So for example, let's say one of your marketing activities is creating videos for YouTube. Okay, so in order to create videos for YouTube, what is your process? Well, your process may be step 1, plan the videos. Consider the SEO and the topics, the objections, the problems of my perfect fit customers that I want to speak to. So when you can plan, then you have a phase of produce or production where you film your videos. And then after you produce that content, then you need to edit and prepare it to publish and promote. So it's like plan, produce, and promote. Within each of these phases, there are a bunch of steps or checklist items that you can create into a process that's repeatable, that anyone can follow, and maybe multiple team members are involved with. But also through these processes, these checklists, there are different tools you use. For example, if you're planning, you may be using your Google Docs or a document that you're going to be writing out your scripts. Maybe there's a spreadsheet for where you plan your videos. Or when you produce, the tools you may use are camera equipment, lights, audio, microphones. And then when you go to promote, then you want to make sure you have different publishing tools or ways to edit your videos. And so there are a lot of different tools and then trainings within each of those tools that are needed for those involved in the process. In order to actually implement these processes using these tools, you need someone to do it. And this is where your team comes in. Different people with specific roles assigned to specific processes. With this YouTube example, where the process is YouTube video production. And then the tools are, YouTube Creator Studio could be one. When it comes to people, you may have a YouTube channel manager. You may have a video editor. You may have a scriptwriter, maybe a SEO or keyword researcher. These different people and tools can fit into this one process for a YouTube video. But you may have multiple processes that exist within the attract phase. And so make sure you consider that. So again, within these 4 areas of your business, from attract, enroll, deliver to collect, you're gonna have multiple processes that exist under each one. And then with these processes, you're using different tools and people to successfully implement these processes inside of these areas of your business. And then when your customers arrive in the enroll phase, there's a completely new process. But you shouldn't have more than one process that's customized for each customer, meaning if you are running a service-based business like an agency, If every single client goes through a completely different enrollment experience, then that's that customization we talked about, which is slowing your business down. So in order to simplify and then systemize your business, focus on one enrollment process. This is from the moment that they schedule a sales call with you or buy a product. And when you can systemize this down into one process with several tools and then several team members to help implement that enrollment process, then you have successfully systemized your business and eliminated the customization. When we say customization, we're not saying a lack of personalization, meaning you're not removing the human element from this experience. We're simply just making your business a lot more scalable, meaning you can serve a lot more customers and clients. So now that you've enrolled a new customer, or hopefully many more customers, then it's time to deliver on the product or service that you promised. Within this one product or service, focus on one delivery process. It's the same process for every single client that comes through who's buying the same product or service. And then it becomes predictable. So that way, every single time you have a new customer, your team's not relearning an entirely new process or experience to take your customers through. You may have several different service types, maybe from web design to copywriting, and that requires different processes. And that's okay as long as it's a documented process that anyone and yourself can follow successfully. And then, of course, the collect phase. Again, there are multiple processes within this phase, but based on the action that needs to be or the outcome that needs to be created. So consider all of the nuances and experiences that your customers need to go through, you need to go through, your team needs to go through for successful business operation. Every single process that exists inside your business will fit into each of these 4 phases. And then within each of these 4 phases, again, consider process, tools, and team. And in doing so, you can successfully systemize your business, remove customization, which is just gonna suck up tons of time, tons of resources, tons of your energy and budget. By eliminating customization, you can then successfully grow your business and serve a lot more clients and customers. One way that we have systemized our business is with video supply. Video supply is how we implement video advertising services and strategies inside of any online brand. And what we've done is we've taken a service experience where you're implementing and maybe in the past have customized different agency services, but we've broken it down to know, okay, in a 12-week period, what are weekly tasks and projects that must be completed in order to move on to the next week. So week 1, you must do this. You must prepare for success, outline your goals, organize yourself. Then week 2, you must plan your content. Week 3, script it, and so on, all the way to week 12, where we have already launched and start to scale the results of these agency services. And oftentimes people call this a productized service, meaning we've packaged up this done-for-you service, agency service, into a product type experience. It's the same experience every single time for our customers. All of them are achieving and completing the same checklist items using the same tools, being implemented by the same team members. So it may feel custom to the client, but from an internal side inside of our business, it's not custom. It's the same experience for us. So that way it's predictable and we know what to expect. So what areas of your business could use some improvements? From the first area, maybe attract, to maybe the third area of deliver. And then consider the 3 areas of process, team, and tools that allow you to better systemize these areas of your business. Let us know in the comments area down below what you're working on, and we would love to support you more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.